Join us tonight when the playoffs continue as third seed Suffield High School goes up against a sixth seed Pope Francis Prepatory School. The historic 65th season of Western New England's award-winning high school quiz show continues tonight as schools match wits.
The members of the Massachusetts Teachers Association are working together to ensure that all students have the resources they need to succeed. The MTA, a diverse union of education workers, committed to the public schools and colleges our communities deserve.
You step up on the block, there's all this noise, and then you dive in and you're under the water, and it's just you and the dive. It's go time.
And welcome to As Schools Match Wits, coming to you from the campus of Westfield State University. I'm your host, Beth Ward. This season, high schools from throughout the region went head-to-head to try to score the most points for a chance to make it to the top 8. But in the playoffs, it is not just about the points anymore. It is about the win. The qualifying matches are over and the playoffs continue. As you can see, Conard High School and East Long Meadow High School won the first 2 quarterfinal matchups and will move on to the semifinals. In tonight's third quarterfinal matchup, we have Suffield High School going up against Pope Francis Preparatory School. Let's meet the teams, starting with Pope Francis, coached by Joe Maddie.
Hi, I'm Oliver Tran, and I'm a senior at Pope Francis Prep.
Hi, I'm Marcus Tran, and I'm a senior at Pope Francis Prep.
Hi, I'm Aaron Smith, and I'm a sophomore from Pope Francis Prep.
Hi, I'm Lynn Froendo of the freshman class at Pope Francis Preparatory School, and I'd like to acknowledge our alternates, Jaron Hoffman, Michael Paratori, Hannah Tieflet, and Eleanor.
And for Suffield High School, coached by Christina DeAngelis.
Hi, my name is Mary Kay Mormino, and I'm a senior from Suffield High School.
Hi, I'm Arnav Akidwe, and I'm a junior at Suffield High School.
Hi, my name is Shona Akidwe, and I'm a junior at Suffield High School.
Hi, I'm Jane Kelly. I'm a junior at Suffield High School, and I'd like to take this time to acknowledge our alternate, Finn Cabin.
We start off each match with the challenge round. Both teams will have a chance to buzz in and answer questions for 10 points each. Good luck to both teams. Here we go with the first question of the evening. Which of the following African countries does not border Nigeria? Chad, Libya, or Cameroon? Suffield.
Chad.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Pope Francis Prep, that gives you the opportunity to answer the question.
Cameroon.
Correct answer there is Libya. Moving on to the next question. At the time of her death, Queen Elizabeth II had ruled Great Britain and other Commonwealth realms for 70 years and 214 days. It was the longest reign ever for any British monarch. In which of the following years did she pass? 2020, 2021, or Pope Francis?
2022.
2022, yes, that is correct. Name the capital city of the state of South Carolina. Pope Francis.
Columbia.
Columbia is correct. Which of the following 3-digit numbers is a prime number? 217, 231, or 239? Pope Francis.
217.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Suffield High School, that gives you the chance to answer.
239.
239, yes, that's the right answer. Anne of the Island, Anne of Windy Poplars, and Anne's House of Dreams are 3 books of the 8-book series by L.M. Montgomery, collectively known as what? Suffield.
Anne of Green Gables.
Yes, that's correct. Which one of the following islands is not in the Pacific Ocean? Marshall, Fiji, Rhodes, or Samoa? Suffield.
Rhodes.
Rhodes, it's in the Mediterranean, yes. Listen to the sentence. The physical therapist checked the patient's knee to evaluate its ROM. In that sentence, what do the letters ROM represent? Suffield.
Range of motion.
Yes, that's right. Rebecca Lobo, Sue Bird, and Cheryl Swoops were all athletes who played what professional sport? Pope Francis.
Basketball.
Basketball is right. Grab your pens for this one. What percent of 75 is 300? Suffield.
400%.
Yes, that's correct. At different times in the U.S. history, Al Gore, Dan Quayle, and Dick Cheney held what U.S. office? Pope Francis.
Vice President.
Yes, that's correct. What is the middle name of the author Ralph Emerson? Pope Francis.
Waldo.
Waldo is correct. The opening shots of the U.S. Civil War took place between April 12th and 13th of 1861 at Charleston Harbor in what U.S. state? Suffield.
South Carolina.
Yes, that's correct. If you had a calliope, spelled C-A-L-L-I-O-P-E, would you drive it, listen to it? Suffield.
Listen to it.
Listen to it. That's right. It's a set of steam whistles activated by a keyboard. Nice job. Grab your pens for this. A certain rectangle is 18 feet long and 11 feet wide. What is the area of the rectangle? Suffield.
208.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Pope Francis, can you answer the question?
198.
Yes, that's correct. Which of the following chemical elements on the periodic table is not an alkali metal? Calcium, radium, or argon? Suffield.
Argon.
That's correct. It's a noble gas. To provide somebody with something desired or needed is to accommodate them. Spell the word accommodate. Suffield.
A-C-C-O-M-O-D-A-T-E.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Pope Francis, that gives you the chance to answer.
A-C-C-O-M-M-O-D-A-T-E.
2 M's was the right one there. Yes, that is correct. Which of the following was written by Mark Twain? Life on the Mississippi, The Road to Memphis, or Sycamore Road? Suffield.
Life on the Mississippi.
Yes, that's correct. Berlin is to Germany as Oslo is to what other European country? Suffield.
Norway.
Norway is right. Listen very carefully. The common logarithm of 500 lies between which two consecutive integers? Suffield.
7 and 8.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Pope Francis, can you answer?
2 and 3.
2 and 3, it's approximately 2.7. Yes, that's right. Of the fundamental laws governing chemical combinations, the law of multiple proportions states that if two elements form more than one compound, the masses of one element that combine with the fixed mass of the other element are in simple whole number what? Pope Francis.
Proportions.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Suffield High School, can you answer?
Integers.
Ratio is the right answer there. Spell the name of the U.S. state whose capital city is Sacramento. Suffield.
C-A-L-I-F-O-R-N-I-A.
They say together. Yes, that is correct. Grab your pens once again for this one. What is the next number in this numerical sequence? 33, 54, 75, blank. Suffield.
96.
96 is correct. And that marks the end of our challenge round. Let's take a moment now to meet the team from Pope Francis Prep.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie from Westfield State University. We asked our quarterfinalists, why do you think As Schools Match Wits is still important after 65 years?
I think it is still important because it is a great way for students to be challenged academically and represent their school at the same time.
It's still important after 65 years because it's a great way for students to have fun while getting challenged academically and in this region of Western Mass and Northern Connecticut.
I think As Schools Match Wits has been able to last this long because it's the equivalent of sports for academic people who want to compete and kind of show their brains. And it's basically able to discuss intelligence in kind of a way that seems as normal and gives us the ability to compete.
Because I think it's a great way for students to be challenged academically, and I think over so much time people have formed such a strong connection to the show.
Time now to move on to the first lightning round of the match. Each team will have a chance to buzz in and answer questions for 5 points each. Buzz in, answer correctly, you win 5 points. Answer incorrectly, however, your team loses 5 points. Well, we're sure you'll all be good sports in this round. Each of the following answers contains the letter sequence P-O-R somewhere in it, as in the word sports. You have 90 seconds starting right now. A place to board a plane. Pope Francis.
Airport.
Yes, that's right. Covered sitting area adjoining a house. Pope
Patio.
Francis. Porch is the right answer there. A person who investigates and writes news stories. Suffield.
Reporter.
That's correct. Adjective for something that recurs in scattered instances. Sporadic is the right answer there. Tiny skin openings for sweat to pass through. Pope Francis.
Pour.
Pour is correct. To bring in goods from another country. Suffield.
Import.
Import is right. To change from a liquid to a gaseous state. Suffield.
Evaporate.
Yes, that is correct. To promote the interests of a political candidate. Suffield.
Support.
Support is correct. A business formed and authorized to act as a single entity. Pope Francis.
Corporate.
Corporation is the right answer there. Mainly nocturnal rodents with sharp quills in their fur. Suffield.
Porcupine.
Yes, that's correct. The term for a window or opening on the side of a ship. Suffield.
Porthole.
Porthole is the right answer there. To act the part of another person. Pope Francis.
Portray.
Portray is correct. Sea creature related to dolphins and whales. Suffield.
Porpoise.
Porpoise is correct. A grand or imposing entrance. Suffield. Portal is the right answer. If it's not permanent, it's probably this. Suffield.
Temporary.
Temporary is correct. To sell or transfer goods out of the country, correct answer there is export. However, that bell marks the end of her first lightning round. Let's continue now with the capitalization round. That's where teams get the chance to pick a category and a point value. They'll need to answer a qualifying question first before they can continue on for points. If they fail to answer that qualifying question correctly, their opponents will have the opportunity to capitalize and get those points. At the moment, Pope Francis, you are behind just by a bit, so that also means you get the first opportunity to pick a category and a point value. What's it going to be?
Arts and entertainment for 30.
Arts and entertainment for 30. To qualify, take a look at your screens. Born Katherine Hudson, what's the stage name for the American singer who's recorded hits such as Roar, Dark Horse, and Harley's in Hawaii?
Katy Perry.
Yes, that's correct. More with pop singers. I'll give you their real name and some of their hits. You tell me their stage name for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen. First, born Abel Tesfaye, what Canadian singer-songwriter has recorded hits including Blinding Lights, Save Your Tears, and Earned It?
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd is correct. Next one, born Omar Samuel Paisley. What Jamaican singer-songwriter has recorded such hits as Cheerleader and Party Like It's Your Birthday? That would be Omi. Let's try this one finally. Born Alicia Cook, what is the stage name for the American singer who has recorded hits such as Empire State of Mind, Girl on Fire, and A Beautiful Noise?
Alicia Keys.
Yes, that is correct. All right, Suffield, your turn. First time of the evening to please pick a category and a point value.
Math and science for 30, please.
Math and science for 30, your qualifying question. Looks like we have a video qualifier, so please take a look at your screen.
Hi, I'm Tawny Samiski, an entomologist with UMass Extension here at the Durfee Conservatory with your qualifying question. In 2025, Massachusetts saw the emergence of Brood 14, a species of cicada which comes above ground once every 17 years. Adult periodical cicadas can be deafening when they emerge and sing in a chorus. Some species reach over 90 decibels, at which sustained exposure may result in hearing loss. To qualify, what organ do adult male periodical cicadas use to create these signals to attract females? Is it a tympana, a timbal, or an ovipositor?
Tympana? Tympana.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Pope Francis, that gives you the chance to capitalize.
Timbal.
Yes, timbal is correct. More with singers in the wild for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen. First, these insects produce chirping sounds by rubbing a scraper on one wing against a file-like ridge on the other. They use these sounds to attract mates, defend territory, or signal danger. Name this insect.
Cricket.
Cricket, yes, that's correct. Next, these insects are large, typically green and nocturnal, known for their leaf-like appearance and distinctive evening chirps. Males produce high-pitched staccato songs by rubbing their forewings together to attract mates, often forming large choruses that pulse in rhythm. Name this insect.
A leaf bug.
It's actually a katydid. Let's try this one finally. Males of this species of insect create a sound by rubbing their ridged hind legs against their hardened forewings to attract mates or defend their territory. This sound is often described as raspier rather than the high-pitched chirp of a cricket. Name this insect.
Grasshopper?
Yes, grasshopper is correct. Pope Francis, once again, please pick a category and a point value.
Literature for 30.
Literature for 30, your qualifying question. Complete this title of the fourth and final novel by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Tender is the blank.
Heart.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Suffield High School, can you capitalize?
Tender is the night.
Yes, night is the right answer. Let's move on. More night literature. Each of the following clues describes a work whose title includes the word night somewhere in it. These are for 10 points each. First, this Shakespeare comedy consists of several subplots that revolve around the marriage of Theseus and Hippolyta. Name the comedy.
Twelfth Night.
Correct answer there is A Midsummer Night's Dream. Let's try this one. This Margaret Wise Brown classic children's bedtime story was first published in 1947. It's about a child who says good night to just about everything. Name the story.
Good Night Moon.
Yes, that is correct. And finally, first published in 1823, it's become a tradition in many families to read the poem A Visit from St. Nicholas during the holiday season. What is the more familiar title of this Clement C. Moore poem?
'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Yes, that is correct. Nice job. Suffield, once again, your turn.
Social studies for 30, please.
Social studies for 30, your qualifying question. Take a look at your screens. This father of psychoanalysis was a physiologist, medical doctor, psychologist, and influential thinker of the early 20th century. He elaborated the theory that the mind is a complex energy system, the structural investigation of which is the proper province of psychology. Name him.
Sigmund Freud.
Yes, that is correct. Let's move on in this category. More about psychologists and their body of work for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen. First, this psychologist developed a highly influential theory of cognitive development stages, explaining how children learn and think. Name this psychologist.
Jean Piaget.
Yes, that's right. Here's the next one. This Russian physiologist was known for discovering classical conditioning. In his research, he trained a hungry dog to salivate at the sound of a bell or buzzer, which was previously associated with the sight of food. Name this physiologist.
Ivan Pavlov.
Yes, that's right. And finally, try this one. This leading behaviorist developed the theory that behaviors followed by favorable consequences are more likely to be repeated, while those followed by unfavorable consequences are less likely to occur. Name this behaviorist.
E.F. Skinner.
Yes, that's right. Nice job. Pope Francis, once again, please pick a category and a point value.
World events for 30.
World events for 30. You have picked the Westfield State University entrance exam question. Answer the qualifier and all the category questions correctly. Your team wins an additional 10 points. Good luck. Here we go. Take a look at your screens. This famous stone was first set into the side of an Irish castle in a town with the same name in 1446. Name the stone.
Amethyst.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Suffield High School, can you capitalize?
The Blarney Stone.
The Blarney Stone, yes, that is correct. Moving on in this category, more famous rocks and stones for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen. First, Pierre-Francois Bouchard discovered this stone in 1799, which proved to be invaluable in understanding Egyptian hieroglyphics. Name this stone.
The Rosetta Stone.
Yes, that's right. Portions of this prehistoric site were constructed in several phases, beginning about 3100 BC and continuing until about 1600 BC. It lies in the English county of Wiltshire. Name this site.
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge is correct. And finally, this rock is actually a promontory, which is a large landmass over a body of water. This structure is known for being one of the two pillars of Heracles in Greek mythology. Name it.
The Rock of Gibraltar.
Yes, that's right. You got all of the questions answered correctly. That means your team won an additional 10 points for winning the Westfield State University entrance exam bonus question. Congratulations. Let's move on once again. Suffield, you're up once again.
We'd like general knowledge for 30, please.
General knowledge for 30, last of the 30s. To qualify, take a look at your screen. What branch of science deals with the study of interactions between organisms and their environment?
Biology.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Pope Francis, can you capitalize?
Ecology.
Ecology, yes, that is correct. Let's see if you can name some other scientific fields of study for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen. First, this earth science is concerned with the solid earth, the rocks of which it's composed, and the processes by which they change over time. Name this field of study.
Geology.
Geology, yes, that's right. This is the scientific study of plant life and is a branch of biology. It is also called plant science, plant biology, or phytology. Name this scientific field of study.
Botany.
Botany, yes, that's right. And finally, try this. This is the scientific study of the Earth's atmosphere and short-term atmospheric phenomena with a focus on weather forecasting. Name this field of study.
Meteorology.
Yes, that is correct. Pope Francis, once again, your turn.
Arts and entertainment for 25.
Arts and entertainment for 25, qualifying question. What is the name of the art form that produces carved or engraved articles typically made from ivory, bone, or baleen from Wales?
Sgraffito.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Suffield High School, can you capitalize?
Sculpting.
Scrimshaw is the right answer there. Suffield, once again, it is your turn to please pick a category and a point value.
Yeah. We'd like literature for 25, please.
Literature for 25 to qualify. The words brunch and spork are common examples of what kind of words formed by joining together two or more words in order to create an entirely new word?
Portmanteau.
Yes, that's right. Let's see if you can tell us the original words that make up the following portmanteau words. First, for 10 points, golden doodle.
Golden retriever and
Poodle.
poodle.
Yes, that is correct. Next, tofurkey.
Tofu
and
turkey.
Yes, that is right. And finally, for 5 points, camcorder.
Camera and video recorder.
Yes, that is correct. Very nice. And that marks the end of our capitalization round. Let's take a moment to meet the team now from Suffield High School.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie from Westfield State University. We asked our quarterfinalists, why do you think As Schools Match Wits is still important after 65 years?
I think it's so important because it's important to bring together like all of these people from different backgrounds and different schools, and there's a lot of camaraderie in this competition. It's a very friendly competition. So yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's so important because it gives students a chance to challenge themselves academically in like a friendly competition.
I think it just lets kids from around the area come together in some friendly competition and things that they usually can't do.
I think it's probably the local element. Like if you're watching for Pope Francis and you see the Cardinal logo, or you're watching for Suffield, you see a bunch of kids dressed in blue, you think like, oh, that's me. And I think when you can identify with who's on screen, it's a special connection. I think that's what's kept the show going.
Moving on now to the final lightning round of the match. Each team will have a chance to buzz in and answer questions for 5 points each. Answer correctly, you win 5 points. Answer incorrectly, however, your team loses 5 points. Well, we still have some wits matching to go in this match. Each answer in this round will rhyme with the word still. You have 90 seconds starting right now. A developed aptitude or ability. Suffield.
Skill.
Skill is correct. A favorable feeling of approval and support. Pope
Goodwill.
Francis. Goodwill is the right answer, yes. A mounded sandy nest used by a colony of certain insects. Suffield.
Anthill.
Anthill is correct. A tool for making holes. Suffield.
Drill.
Drill is right. To complete a promised goal. Pope Francis.
Fulfill.
Fulfill is right. Exercise machine for walking or jogging. Suffield.
Treadmill.
Yes, that's right. It happens when you tip over a full glass. Pope Francis.
Spill.
Spill is right. The largest country in South America. Suffield.
Brazil.
Brazil is right. These are some of the first flowers to bloom in spring. Pope Francis.
Daffodil.
Daffodil is correct. This type of skiing is also known as alpine skiing. Pope Francis.
Downhill.
Downhill is correct. It truly is a sour pickle. Suffield.
Dill.
Dill is correct. Place where your curbside trash goes. Pope Francis.
Landfill.
Landfill is right. Type of pen used to sign the Declaration of Independence. Pope Francis.
Quill.
Quill is correct. Hometown of the Tennessee Titans. Suffield.
Nashville.
Nashville is right. A term for drinking something quickly. Suffield.
Swill.
Swill is right. Another term for a baseball doubleheader. Pope Francis. Twin bill is the right answer. Small shrimp-like crustaceans favored by whales. Suffield.
Krill.
Krill is right. That bell marks the end of our last lightning round. It also marks the end of our match. What a fun matchup we had tonight. I want to say to Pope Francis Prep, great job. And to make it this far is no small feat, so congratulations to you. Tonight, however, Suffield High School, you are the winner. You will be moving on to the semifinals. And here's a look at our playoff bracket as it now stands. You can see one spot remains. Who will face Conard High, Belchertown, or Amherst, seed 4 and C5? We shall see what's coming up. And next, grab your popcorn because the season continues right now. So stay tuned. And to see this season's roster and for more information, be sure to log on to our webpage at NEPM.org, or you can look for us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm your host, Beth Ward. Good night. And be sure to tune in again next as we conclude our quarterfinal matches on As Schools Match Wits.
The members of the Massachusetts Teachers Association are working together to ensure that all students have the resources they need to succeed. The MTA, 180 years of commitment to the public schools and colleges our communities deserve.
You can see the difference from the first couple of minutes that you walk onto this campus. You realize that it's not just a campus, it's a community, it's a family.